the 23rd of February, and this upload is a continuation of the uploads from 2018 that I have self-titled as Sad Sign of the Times. As I've mentioned, there's been treason perpetrated against my royal bloodline, and there's also been the issue of a collectively orchestrated vendetta of hate crime, which is a state offence. This has involved harms to my child, my prosperity, my property, my rights, my entitlements, due to a collective monopolising unlawfully circumstances that they are conducting that are harmful to the constitutional rights of a law-abiding royal citizen. They have also disrespected the Declaration of Human Rights. This upload is basically a short synopsis of what I have shared about previously. There have been artificial applications since sacred light was damaged from my light body. I'm a universal light worker. I'm a sacred royal. My name is McElligott, and there are individuals of imposter syndrome, as I consider it and label it, and they are of identity theft. During the COVID season, there have been attempts of these culprits that are of very serious wrongdoings to rewrite the script, as I would consider it, and they have attempted to twist their tails and rewrite the plot with artificial applications, artificial advancement, artificial developments that have basically originated from the original offence of damages to my sacred light body. I have been on my purpose since I was a child. I picked up the Prophet of Khalil Gibran when I was only a young teenager. I received a beautiful gift of the Dalai Lama's book when I was only a teenager, so I've been very spiritually in tuned since I was very young, and I am a spiritual sentient being. I'm a universal light worker, and I have been disrespected in my county, country and hometown. There are people imposing upon my spiritual royal purpose. I'm a humanitarian and a recovery advocate. The artificial advancements developed from the bodily integrity damages to my original light fragments since 2017 in my marital home and on my marital property, where I experienced treason, desertion, financial abuse, defamation. There were harms to my child, etc., etc. These are all human rights abuses I'm experiencing, as well as unlawful actions of legal eagles conducting unlawful actions on behalf of the guilty culprits and also obstructing justice, also on behalf of their offences regarding revenge porn. So my body has been altered artificially due to those using body particles and conducting practices that are against the faith that they claim to be of, and against my own personal faith also. So they have jeopardized their religious and spiritual integrity. They have conducted research and development without consent. They have used my name and my experiences without my consent. They have obstructed unlawfully my right and my entitlements that are constitutionally endowed, and they have been treasonous against my Roy Fernandez bloodline. There have been individuals taking ownership that they are not entitled to of my light fragments, gifts and blessings, and they have altered unlawfully light fragments from my light body for ill purposes that were not consented to, that have damaged society, nature, privacy and personal bodily integrity. Personally, at this moment in time, I have described how their practices have affected my thorax, my abdomen, and also my genitalia and my breasts. They have caused harm to my cranium, and they have not had consent. They did not provide consultation, and they did not provide treatment. I am living as a deserted wife, and basically my son is unlawfully withheld from me. So they have made alterations to a female body, my genitalia and my breasts and my abdomen and my cranium. They have also tried to damage my visual senses, and they have done so with their ill practices and their illegalities. Basically, they have not ownership of this situation. They have defied the Hippocratic oath and obligation that is a prerequisite, and they are not actually qualified practitioners. They are experimenting unlawfully with a human body and anatomy that they have no right to be intruding or imposing upon. So I have been violated, and the European Court of Human Rights has my ECHR applications in 2019. My child has also been violated, and the Ombudsman has been notified of this since 2017 also. There have been practitioners of different state agencies that have been aware of this situation and that have been in negotiations and discussions with the guilty culprits that are causing offence against the Constitution and the Declaration, and they are unlawfully doing so. So I would appreciate it if the ECHR and all those agencies of humanity and humanitarian purposes and obligations to address the issues of bodily integrity damages to a female. I have not had a sex change. I have not consented to individuals discussing my circumstances, and I am a qualified educator. So these are three basic premises upon which these individuals have lied through their teeth. As well as that, I'm able to read and write, which is contrary to the defamatory claims of the guilty culprits desecrating the Constitution of this country. So the individuals that are aware of the sacred light fragments, gifts and blessings from my light body, purpose and journey are disrespecting a sacred royal light body and very many religions, faiths and spirituality stances in this entire situation in Tralee, County Kerry, and they are of bad publicity, they're of defamation, and they are of unlawful actions. So I'd appreciate if the ECHR would recognise the fact that the Fernandes of Tralee, County Kerry are being assaulted in a treasonous vendetta by individuals disrespecting my sacred light body and my sacred child, Garrod McElligott, born on the 14th of the 10th, 2015 in Tralee, County Kerry, and due to the issue of desertion and adultery and treason, I'd appreciate if the ECHR would respect and acknowledge my matrimonial entitlements in the midst of impoverishment, denigration and defamation and violations of privacy and breaches of confidentiality by unprofessional practitioners.